Yeah. Today I want to talk with you about this one here. And I don't know why it's not loading. Okay. Anyway, now it's loading. Okay. 1 Peter 2 and 14. And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye. Okay. And be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. And there's another one that I was basically looking at today, and it's really interesting. It's really interesting that you can find out, Salachia, okay, in the scriptures that basically there are two ways to basically suffer, which suffering is actually not a bad thing if you think about it, okay, because actually remember all the moments that you suffer, okay, when basically when it gets up again, it's basically the happier you be, just like it says right here, So basically when you suffer, or when you endure hardship as a good soldier or something, remember, okay, for example, Yahushua, when he was basically on the cross and then he was basically being raised up, he had all that spiritual power and things like that. Really, it's amazing how the translation was like crazy, okay? It was like from 0 to 100, which really there was no 0 because Yahushua was already perfect. So it was not really 0 to 100, but it was, of course, something really, really special, okay? Yeah. And for you can read in verse 18, for Yahushua also had once suffered for sins, the just for the unjust. So basically he for us, which he was, like I said, already perfect, you see. So that's why it says here, just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison, which sometimes were disobedient, when once the long suffering of God waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was preparing. Wherein few, that is 8 souls, were saved by water, the like figure whereunto even baptism do it also now save us, not putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience toward God, by the resurrection of Yahushua, who is gone into heaven and is on the right hand of God, angels and authorities and powers being made subject unto him. And it even talks about that in verse 13. And who is he that will harm you if ye be followers of that which is good? You see. And if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye. Yeah, like we was reading already. And this will be basically to the max real soon, okay? It already goes crazy, kind of like, okay, it doesn't matter where you are, okay, the brothers in Australia, the brothers in, Italy, the brothers in whatever, everywhere, okay, Holland, for example, okay, the Netherlands, it really gets crazy out here, man. Okay. But guess what? We have that protection. We have that. We have that conscience of whatever happens, okay, or whatever we experience. It's all to our best. With these people, it's everything what they experience. They're just adding sin onto sin. Okay. Anyway, with that, all praises to Yahweh, Boshem, Moshe, Boshem, for Tom, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Church.